Over the decades, Jeff Bezos built Amazon into a corporation worth hundreds of billions of dollars. And like many of the world's richest individuals, he eventually turned his attention toward the ultimate billionaire asset. But he didn't want to buy an off-the-shelf superyacht. His vision was highly specific. He wanted a modern vessel constructed in the style of the great sailing ships that explored the ocean centuries ago. A ship with those precise requirements didn't exist anywhere on the market. It had to be engineered from the ground up. To bring this $500 million concept to life, the architects and builders had to break 3 strict limits of traditional shipbuilding. The process started at the prestigious Oceanco shipyard in the Netherlands, where designers spent years drafting the initial blueprints. When the hull finally took shape, it measured 127 meters, or about 417 feet long. If you place that design directly onto a professional football field, the boat extends past both end zones. Rising from that massive deck are 3 enormous sailing masts. Each one towers roughly 70 meters high, which is equivalent to a 20-story building. Inside, the vessel hosts a maximum of 18 guests. To maintain extreme comfort and privacy across that square footage, nearly 40 crew members work full-time behind the scenes to run the ship. Breaking the limit of scale required pushing maritime engineering to its absolute edge to maximize privacy. But that size immediately created a second problem. A modern mega yacht requires luxury tenders and helicopters for transport. But with 3 70-meter masts and a web of rigging covering the deck, landing a helicopter on the ship is physically impossible. Rather than compromise the sailing design to fit a helipad, the builders opted for a different solution. They built an entirely separate ship. This is Aviona. It's a 75-meter companion support vessel, engineered specifically to shadow the main yacht across the ocean. It carries everything the primary yacht cannot: its own helicopter landing pad, jet skis, luxury speedboats, and cabins for the overflow crew. When a design choice limits what a primary vessel can do, extreme capital allows for the creation of a massive floating support fleet to handle the logistics. By 2023, the primary yacht was nearly complete, but before it could ever touch the open ocean, it hit a literal roadblock. Those 70-meter masts made the ship entirely too tall to pass underneath a historic steel lift bridge in the city of Rotterdam. To get the boat out of the shipyard, city officials considered a dramatic plan, temporarily dismantling the national monument to clear a path. The local reaction was explosive. Protests organized online and in the streets, with residents publicly promising to hurl eggs at the hull if the bridge was taken apart. The standoff became global news because it highlighted a rare physical collision. A single individual's private asset had scaled to a magnitude where it was directly interfering with public, historic infrastructure. Ultimately, the city abandoned the dismantling plan. The yacht was quietly towed out without its masts, assembled at a different shipyard, and successfully navigated to the sea later that year. Today, Koru cruises between the Mediterranean and Caribbean, anchoring near coastal hubs like Saint-Tropez. Life on board remains highly secretive. Paparazzi boats catch glimpses of guests arriving, but day-to-day operations stay hidden behind the Navy hull. At $500 million, Koru demonstrates how extreme capital operates. It funds personal fleets, challenges city infrastructure, and bypasses standard engineering limits to execute a singular vision. But a mega yacht is still a mobile asset. For a select few at the very top of the wealth index, the ultimate purchase is the land itself. Next, we are mapping out the isolated private islands owned by the billionaire class.